Brother, let me explain something to you. The hardest part of making a transition from being a barber, a master barber at that, to a motivational speaker is one, the love I have for the art of barbering. That was hard. Some years ago, a friend of mine had said, look, man, you need to get into this motivational thing and you need to just do it. Well, one thing that I knew that if I just did it the way he said do it, that means I had to give it my all, 100% motivational speaker. Well, I wasn't ready to lead a barbershop because I wasn't willing to sacrifice. As a motivational speaker, one thing you can't have is be afraid. Well, guess what? As a motivational speaker, I can honestly say I was afraid. The fear, the false evidence appearing real. I was afraid to give up the barbershop. What would happen if I don't make the money? Because I had properties to take care of. I had my mother to take care of. I had a business that needed to be taken care of, which required a lot of money. And with my position of being not only the owner, but being a master barber and managing that shop, I had to be there to make the money in my mind. So I was afraid to take the leap to jump directly into the motivational speaking. Now, this is the first time in my life, although I've made a lot of business decisions, that I truly invested in me. Was willing to say, you know what, if it's going to take $30,000 to write a book or it's going to take $20,000 for travel, I had to be in a position to be willing to sacrifice myself. And I've done that now. And that sacrifice was hard because now I know I have to be at the shop on Saturday. That's my big money day. Oh no, but I'm being commissioned to speak in, say, Orlando on Saturday. You have to make a decision. Do you go to Orlando? And they can't pay you. When I first started this thing a year ago, most of the people couldn't afford to pay me what I made in the barbershop just for me to go speak. But I had to make a decision. You want to be a motivational speaker and you want to become a master motivational speaker, there's some sacrifice have to be made. Hard transition. So number one thing, I had to make a decision. Are you willing to take a pay cut? Are you willing to give up some things in order to get some other things? And what I would have to be willing to give up, I might not be able to afford all my mortgages. That is a decision that I have to make, which is called an executive decision. I might have to give that up. I might not be able to maintain my shop. Then what you gonna do? Am I a failure at that particular point? I do not know, but guess what? I didn't have a plan B. Once I made this decision, there is no plan B. I gotta do it. So guess what? I intermingled and commingled motivational speaking with barbering, which barbers needed it anyway. So I started doing motivational speaking with the barbering, and now I can still stay in the barber world and be a motivational speaker, and all I was doing was sparring. I was sparring. Now I'm ready to step on the other stage. Now I'm ready to step on the stage with motivational speakers like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, you know, the late great Zig Ziglar. These are the people that I looked up to. Mrs. Mamie Brown, that's Les Brown. He said it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than have an opportunity and not be prepared. I'm preparing myself for the opportunity right now. Now I'm ready. When they make that call and say, hey man, you ready to play? I'm ready. I'm ready to lace my shoes up. I'm ready to lace my cleats up. I'm ready to put the suit on. I had to do a lot of investments and reevaluating on who I was before I stepped out to say I want to be a motivational speaker, because it's more than a notion.